Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys a massive injury update for the Washington Commanders. Over 10 guys on the injury report, but we do have some good news. Austin Ekeler is expected to be back. They opened the 21-day practice window. Also be giving you guys an update on Lattimore. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. Less than 100 subscribers away from 14,500. Let's hit it. It's a new year. Happy New Year to all of y'all. And hope y'all are having a great holidays and hopefully having a good new year. So let's get into this Ekeler stuff. I'll show you guys a picture from practice. So we have some good news and we have some bad news. So the good news, and this was kind of expected but official, they opened the 21-day practice window for Austin Ekeler. So he's been out for 4 weeks or 5 weeks because of the concussion. That was a bad one in Dallas. I think he might have missed 5 games, 6 total weeks with the bye week, just because there was like 1 week where they might have waited. It was either 4 or 5 games that he missed. Probably 4, because I think they put him on IR right before that next game started. But it was a bad concussion against the Cowboys. He had one earlier in the year against it was the Bengals. So just 2 concussions in a year with a guy that I believe has had some concussions before, is a little bit older. It's going to take him a while to recover. I would say get him back fully practicing this week. I don't think you need to play him this week. Yes, it would be great if the Commanders win this week. I think the 6th seed is important, but you want him to be ready for the playoffs, and I don't know if it's worth having him back out there already and risk getting that I don't know. Maybe it is, since he has he probably sat out a little bit longer than he needed to. So maybe you can play him, but I think Austin Ekeler will be a much needed addition to the squad. Getting him back out there is going to be huge. I know people like Robinson, like Chris Rodriguez and McNichols, but I do think Ekeler is the most dynamic out of all of those guys. He is the best route runner, the best yards after catch guy, and he can still produce a little bit as a running back, maybe not as much as some of the other guys, but he can give you a spark. He's done it this year. But as a pass catcher, he's the best one on the squad by far. And now with the emergence of I think that's the word, of Chris Rodriguez, you can have him get some carries, Robinson get some carries. Whoever has the hot hand is who should get the carries. You can have all 4 guys active. They all are decent in pass pro. Chris Rodriguez was out there in overtime doing it. B-Rob's done it. McNichols does. Like, they all can do it. So they all can play, 3 downs. And, Chris Rodriguez had a catch for 12 yards, a nice hurdle. So they all can do a little bit of everything. I think you feed the hot hand. I think Ekeler is the guy, though, you use most as a pass catcher. McNichols is a good special teams guy, too. So even if he might not be super active on offense, he can play some special teams. He can get carries if he needs to occasionally. He's on kick return as well. I think he's on, the coverage and the return team. He can receive as well. So he can do a little bit of everything, but Ekeler does it just at a little bit of a higher level. But we'll see what happens there. I'm just excited to see Ekeler back out there. He kick returns too. I would say keep him off of kick returns just because, he injured himself once on the kick return with that concussion. And in the Bengals game, I believe that's where he got it. It was a long return. And Luke McCaffrey's done a really good job, and I think there's no reason to put him back out there. Maybe you can keep McNichols there. McNichols and Luke McCaffrey, they've done a good job. So injury report right here for the Washington Commanders. It's it's a long injury report. There's some guys. I was about to have a pause moment, but there's some guys that are resting, so it makes it look a little bit worse than it actually is. So John Allen, rest. Jamison Crowder and Zach Ertz, rest. So all 3, big time vets. Allen's been in the league for a while. Crowder and Ertz, of course. Clelin Ferrell, rest. Dante Fowler, rest. And then Terry McLaurin, rest. So all the rests are vets that really earned that right to get a little bit of time off. I mean, Clelin Ferrell maybe not super, not a super vet. Like, he's like, what? I mean, I guess technically if you're in your 2nd year, you're a vet, but he's in his 5th or 6th year, I believe. Out of Clemson. I forgot what year he got drafted. If I really thought about it, I'll remember, but it was a crazy pick, 4th overall, 2018, something like that. maybe 2019. But those are the rest guys. Tyler Biotish had the ankle injury early on in the game, and he didn't practice today. I would say err on the side of caution, especially with an ankle injury. You need all the rest you can get. Keep him out for the game against the Cowboys, even though he probably wants to play. He was in a walking boot last week, or not this past week on Sunday night after the game. So that's concerning. Hopefully he's able to suit up for the playoff game. I would be very, very surprised if he's able to play this week against the Dallas Cowboys. De'Ami Brown, hamstring injury. I mean, he hasn't really done much. DNP today, not great news for his availability. Maybe he comes back the week after, or for the playoff game, but looks like he's not playing this week. Marshon Lattimore, apparently he was doing some running today and the last couple of days, but still didn't practice. I would say zero chance he plays this week. Maybe not zero, but very, very low chance he plays this week, especially with Lamb being out for the year. You don't really, obviously you would like Lattimore, maybe you do need him, but you don't need him as much as you would if CD was playing. So I would say there's like a 40-50% chance he plays in that playoff game. I don't know. Cornelius Lucas, groin injury. That's not good when you have, and he was out of the Falcons game. He had that injury, and Trent Scott was in there, was doing well, but still, that's not good when you have Lucas and Wiley both, your right tackle, your starting right tackle and your backup left tackle / right tackle, both of them out with groin injuries. That's concerning to me. Hopefully one of them's able to play this week, and hopefully both of them the week after that for the playoffs. And playoffs is a different animal. Guys will really play through injuries. Jordan McGee, hamstring, so limited. That's good. We'll take everything we can get at this point with guys doing a little bit better. So Jordan McGee went from a DNP all of last week, I believe, to a limited today. So that's a little bit of a boost. Plays special teams and can play on defense a little bit. So he'll probably be limited throughout the rest of the week. Maybe get a day in of practice on Friday. Probably be questionable for the game and be out, but he'll be good to go. If he's getting a limited already, he'll be good to go for the playoffs. And then Tyler Owens out with an ankle injury. I would like to have him back for the playoffs too, because he's a good special teams contributor. He's making a lot of good plays on special teams. So the list is long, and some of the injuries are concerning, but we will wait and see. If any of these guys start to get limited in the Thursday and Friday, that's good news. Not in terms of their status for this week, but for their status for next playoff, or for the playoff game. And I think definitely we'll be missing some guys for that playoff game, as will all these teams, but we'll see. With the ones to watch out for, the most important ones, I would say, is Biotish for sure. Biotish, Wiley, and Cornelius Lucas and Lattimore. Those are the four. If we can get, 3 of those 4 for that playoff game, that would be great. I don't know which ones we'll get. We'll see. I feel like Biotish is a trooper. I think he'll fight through the injury and play in that playoff game, but we'll have to wait and see. But that is it for today's video. Just a little bit of an injury update for y'all. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the holidays. It is there's some college football games going on tonight or today. There's one earlier, just happening right now, might have finished, and then the Oregon-Ohio State game. Of course, the last game of the day got canceled, so you're postponed. So prayers to the people out there in New Orleans. Hopefully, they're recovering well and everything. That was a tragedy. And that's really it for today's video. Again, hope y'all enjoyed. Stay locked in. I will probably be releasing a reaction to the Jaden Daniels mic'd up whenever that comes out. I'm really excited for that. Looking forward to that for sure. I think it'll be a good one, and maybe we'll get some good insights. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it, and peace.